Did you know that the very vitamin sitting in your kitchen cabinet right now, the one you've trusted for years, may be silently placing strain on your heart with every pill you swallow? Most older adults in America have no idea that certain vitamins taken in the wrong dose or combined with other supplements can create hidden changes inside the body that the heart must fight against every single day. I'm talking about products you see at every pharmacy, bottles marketed as natural, heart healthy, or essential for aging well. Yet behind the label lies a truth few seniors are ever warned about. After decades of working with older patients, I've watched men and women walk into my care confused about their sudden fatigue, irregular heartbeat, or rising blood pressure, only to discover that the supplements they relied on for strength were quietly overwhelming their heart's ability to keep a steady rhythm. These aren't exotic drugs or rare chemicals. They're everyday vitamins millions take without a second thought. Today, I'm going to reveal 5 vitamins and supplements that may be slowly damaging your heart, weakening its resilience, and putting your health at risk, especially after age 60. And once you understand the hidden dangers, you'll never look at these bottles the same way again. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. 1. Vitamin D overuse. When good for your bones quietly begins damaging your heart. For most older adults in America, vitamin D carries a comforting promise. Doctors mention it to support bone strength, commercials praise it as essential for healthy aging, and pharmacies place it right at eye level as if it were the safest bottle in the aisle. But what many seniors don't realize is that this very vitamin, taken in doses higher than the body needs, can begin to work against the heart in ways that are subtle, steady, and deeply harmful. Not because vitamin D is dangerous in itself, but because the aging body handles excess far differently than it once did. As we age, our kidneys, responsible for managing vitamin D and calcium, lose efficiency. The body becomes more sensitive to even small imbalances. When seniors take high-dose vitamin D every single day, especially 5,000 IU, 10,000 IU, or more, something unsettling begins to happen inside the bloodstream. Calcium levels rise silently. At first, nothing feels wrong, but over weeks and months, the excess calcium has nowhere to go. It travels through the blood like tiny particles searching for a place to settle, and too often that place becomes the arteries. Imagine your heart trying to pump blood through vessels that are gradually stiffening, narrowing, and losing flexibility, much like pipes slowly filling with mineral deposits. This process, called vascular calcification, doesn't make noise. It doesn't cause pain at first, but it tightens its grip year after year until one day the heart is forced to push against a level of resistance it simply cannot keep up with. Blood pressure creeps higher. The heartbeat feels heavier. Fatigue arrives more quickly than it used to. Many seniors describe it as, "My heart just feels tired." Worse still, when calcium levels rise too high, the electrical system of the heart, the rhythm that has kept you alive for decades, can become unstable. Some people begin experiencing fluttering sensations, skipped beats, or episodes of racing heart rate that strike out of nowhere. Others notice swelling in the legs, shortness of breath after light activity, or a pressure in the chest they've never felt before. These are not the signs of aging. They are the signs of a heart working far harder than it should because of a vitamin taken in good faith. None of this means vitamin D is the villain. The danger lies in overuse, in the common belief that more is better, in the habit of taking supplements simply because a friend or advertisement suggested it. And the truth is, seniors are far more vulnerable to these imbalances than younger adults, making high dose vitamin D one of the most deceptively risky supplements for the heart. A simple blood test could reveal whether you even need it, but many never check. They simply swallow the pill each morning without knowing it may be slowly setting the stage for heart strain, artery damage, and long term harm that cannot be easily undone. If a single vitamin can quietly harden arteries and weaken the very organ that sustains your life, what other supplements might carry risks hidden behind reassuring labels? The next one may surprise you even more. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number one below to let me know you're with me. Now let's move on to point number two. Two, vitamin E, the antioxidant shield that may slowly begin damaging your heart. For decades, vitamin E was marketed as a miracle antioxidant, a quiet guardian said to protect cells, preserve youthfulness, and keep the heart strong. Countless older adults in America added it to their daily routine with trust and hope, believing it was one of the safest supplements they could take. But as the years passed and deeper research emerged, a sobering truth became harder to ignore. When taken in high doses or used without medical guidance, vitamin E can shift from protector to silent disruptor, placing real strain on an aging heart that cannot afford another burden. What makes this vitamin so deceptive is that the harm does not come suddenly. It does not announce itself with sharp pain or dramatic symptoms. Instead, it works quietly, influencing the blood in a way most seniors never imagine. Vitamin E naturally thins the blood. At healthy levels, that effect can be harmless. But at high supplemental doses, 400 IU, 800 IU, or beyond, the thinning can become too strong, especially for older adults whose vessels are already fragile. When the blood becomes overly thin, the heart must work under uncertain, unstable conditions. Small fluctuations in pressure can cause the heart to beat irregularly. Even minor bruises or unnoticed bleeding inside the body can trigger a cascade of stress signals that force the heart to work harder than it should. Over time, this strain creates a sense of heaviness, fatigue, or breathlessness that seniors often mistake for aging, but aging is not the cause. For those taking medications like warfarin, aspirin, or clopidogrel, the danger deepens. Vitamin E strengthens the effects of these drugs, sometimes pushing the body into dangerous territory without warning. I have spoken with older patients who experience sudden dizziness, unexplained nosebleeds, or swelling in their legs, only to discover later that their combination of heart medications and vitamin E had been quietly eroding their stability. When bleeding becomes too easy, the heart becomes vulnerable. When the blood's thickness changes unpredictably, the heart's rhythm can stumble. And when the rhythm falters, the entire cardiovascular system feels the shock. But the risk doesn't stop with thinning. Some studies suggest that high levels of vitamin E may interfere with the body's delicate balance of oxidative processes. Not enough to be immediately toxic, but enough to disrupt the heart's natural defenses. The aging heart relies on stability, on predictable blood flow, on gentle rhythms. A supplement that was meant to support health can, in large or unnecessary doses, slowly chip away at that stability. It does not destroy your heart in a dramatic instant, but it can quietly weaken the very foundation that keeps the heart beating smoothly. The most unsettling part is that many seniors take vitamin E without realizing they're already receiving enough in their diet or multivitamin. A second bottle, purchased out of habit or optimism, pushes them far above the level their body can comfortably manage. And because symptoms develop gradually, fatigue, palpitation, slight chest discomfort, they often assume it's just part of getting older. But growing older does not mean your heart should struggle. It means your heart deserves thoughtful protection. If a well known antioxidant can place such hidden pressure on the cardiovascular system, imagine what happens when a vitamin alters the body's nerve function or heart rhythm directly. The next supplement on this list has exactly that potential. 3. Vitamin B6 and B12. High dose use. When energy vitamins quietly begin damaging your heart. For many older adults in America, vitamin B6 and B12 carry a comforting reputation. They're advertised to boost energy, sharpen memory, soothe nerve pain, and restore vitality that time has slowly taken away. Some doctors recommend them for neuropathy. Some friends swear they feel younger after taking them. And so, without hesitation, many seniors add them to their daily routine, never imagining that these same vitamins, when taken in excessive amounts or layered through multiple supplements, can begin creating disturbances inside the body that place real pressure on the aging heart. The danger rarely comes from one pill. It comes from accumulation. B6 in a nerve support formula, B12 in a multivitamin, more B vitamins in an energy boost capsule, and yet another dose in a memory supplement. Before long, adults in their 60s, 70s, or 80s are unknowingly taking amounts far beyond what the body comfortably manages. While these vitamins are water soluble, the older body processes them more slowly. Metabolism changes, kidney efficiency decreases, nerves become more fragile, and the cardiovascular system, already working to maintain stability, feels every imbalance more intensely than it once did. Vitamin B6 in high doses can quietly damage peripheral nerves, leading to burning sensations, numbness, or unsteadiness that leaves many seniors afraid to walk without support. But what many don't realize is that when the nerves controlling blood pressure and heart rhythm become irritated or overstimulated, the heart must respond to signals that are shaky, inconsistent, or simply wrong. A sudden drop in blood pressure when standing, wild swings in pulse rate, or episodes of unexplained dizziness can follow. These changes may feel like aging, but they are not. They are early signs of a system struggling to stay in balance. Vitamin B12, meanwhile, can build to unusually high blood levels when taken in excess. Research does not show that B12 itself directly attacks the heart, but high concentrations have been linked in observational studies to increased cardiovascular strain in certain older populations, particularly those with kidney disease or diabetes. More importantly, extremely high B12 levels can mask other deficiencies or medical conditions, delaying diagnosis until symptoms become serious. And when the cardiovascular system is already vulnerable, anything that disrupts stability, anything that forces the heart to compensate, becomes a threat. Imagine your heart receiving mixed messages from the nervous system, dealing with sudden shifts in blood pressure, or beating irregularly because the body's chemical environment has been thrown off balance. It doesn't happen overnight, it happens slowly, quietly, and often without obvious warning. But over months or years, that strain can erode the heart's strength and resilience. This is how something as harmless seeming as a vitamin can begin damaging your heart, not through toxicity, but through imbalance, overload, and disruption of the delicate systems that keep your heartbeat steady. Many seniors believe fatigue, dizziness, or heart fluttering are simply signs of getting older. Yet, too often, these are symptoms of supplements taken with the best intentions but without proper guidance. And the truth is, your heart has worked far too long, far too faithfully to be weakened by something meant to help you. If vitamins can influence your nerves and blood pressure so profoundly, imagine what happens when a supplement directly interferes with the body's electrical system, the very rhythm that keeps your heart alive. The next one is even more unsettling. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment number one below to let me know you're here. Now let's keep going with point number 4. 4. Vitamin A excess, the vision vitamin that can slowly undermine your heart from the inside out. Among older adults in America, vitamin A carries a familiar sense of comfort. It's the nutrient people associate with sharper vision, healthier skin, and stronger immunity. Benefits deeply valued as the years advance. Many seniors take it faithfully, believing it will help preserve their eyesight or strengthen their resilience. But what few realize is that vitamin A, when taken in amounts higher than the body needs, can quietly slip from being a supportive nutrient into a source of real cardiovascular danger. Its effects don't arrive dramatically, they build gradually, creating silent pressure on a heart that has already served a lifetime of demands. Unlike some vitamins that the body flushes out easily, vitamin A is stored, specifically in the liver. Over time, excess intake leads to accumulation, and this buildup can influence nearly every major system, including the heart. Older adults are especially vulnerable because liver function naturally slows with age, and the threshold between helpful and harmful becomes narrower. The early signs of overload, fatigue, headaches, loss of appetite, are subtle and often dismissed. But beneath the surface, the cardiovascular system may already be feeling the strain. High vitamin A levels can interfere with the heart's electrical stability, the finely tuned rhythm that determines every beat. When that rhythm becomes unstable, the heart may begin racing unexpectedly, skipping beats or pounding harder than normal. Some seniors describe it as, "My heart doesn't feel steady anymore." Others feel faint or weak when they stand, as if their circulation can't adjust quickly enough. Each of these moments is more than discomfort. They are quiet warnings that the body's internal balance has shifted in a way the heart struggles to manage. Excess vitamin A can also raise pressure within the body, including the delicate pressures that influence blood flow and vascular health. Arteries may stiffen, circulation may become less efficient, and the heart is left to push against resistance that slowly increases over time. For someone in their 60s or 70s whose heart is already contending with natural age related changes, this extra burden can be the factor that turns manageable strain into dangerous instability. It doesn't happen overnight. It unfolds slowly, almost invisibly, until one day your heart feels weaker, your breath shorter, and your energy suddenly fragile. This is how something meant to protect your eyes can begin damaging your heart. What makes the problem harder to recognize is that vitamin A hides in multiple supplements. Seniors may take a multivitamin, an eye support formula, and a skin health supplement without realizing all three contain retinol, the form most likely to accumulate. By the time symptoms appear, the buildup has already begun its quiet work. And while vitamin A won't destroy your heart in an instant, its long-term strain on your cardiovascular system can chip away at resilience you spent a lifetime building. If a simple vision supplement can alter your heartbeat and burden your circulation, imagine what happens when a natural product acts like a stimulant inside the body. The final vitamin on this list is perhaps the most deceptive of all. 5. Herbal vitamins. With hidden stimulants, the natural looking supplements that can quietly push your heart toward danger. Across America, shelves are filled with bottles labeled natural energy, vitality support, heart healthy herbs, senior strength formula, and plant based vitamins. These labels create a sense of comfort, especially for older adults who want to stay strong without relying on prescription medication. It feels safer, gentler, more in tune with nature. But behind these friendly claims, many of these products contain stimulant rich herbal blends, substances that may speed up the heart, raise blood pressure, and disrupt the delicate balance an aging cardiovascular system depends on. And the most frightening part is that many seniors have no idea they are taking stimulants at all. Ingredients such as ginseng, guarana, bitter orange, yohimbe, green tea extract, and proprietary energy complexes are often hidden inside herbal vitamins without clear warnings. For a younger adult with a strong heart, these ingredients may only cause mild excitement or alertness. But in someone over 60, especially a person with hypertension, atrial fibrillation, diabetes, or a history of heart trouble, the stimulants can act like sudden electrical shocks to the cardiovascular system. They may cause the heart to beat too fast, skip beats, or contract harder than it should. Some seniors describe the sensation as if the heart is kicking from inside or trying to escape the chest. These experiences are not simply uncomfortable, they are signs the heart is under stress. When stimulants tighten blood vessels, blood pressure rises sharply. For older adults, whose arteries are often stiffer due to age and mild calcification, this surge can force the heart to pump with far greater intensity. Over time, this combination of pressure and rapid heartbeat can begin damaging your heart in ways that are easy to overlook. Fatigue that feels unusual, breathlessness from walking across the living room, or a fluttering sensation when lying down at night. Seniors often assume these are normal parts of aging, but aging alone does not make the heart feel unstable. Supplements, especially hidden stimulant blends, certainly can. Many older adults also take medications, beta blockers, blood pressure pills, antiarrhythmics that are designed to calm or steady the heart. When stimulants enter the system from an herbal vitamin, they fight against these prescriptions, forcing the heart into a tug of war it cannot win. For some, it results in dizziness or lightheadedness. For others, it leads to emergency room visits after sudden spikes in blood pressure or irregular heart rhythms. What began as a harmless desire for more energy slowly becomes a threat that can erode the heart's stability and undermine decades of fragile cardiovascular health. And because these products are marketed as vitamins, many seniors never think to mention them to their doctors. They sit quietly in pill organizers, taken with breakfast each morning, creating effects no one can trace until the damage is already underway. This is how something natural can begin to destroy your heart, not through poison, but through pressure, overstimulation, and the silent disruption of the systems that keep your heart steady and alive. If hidden stimulants can place such intense strain on an aging heart, what does this mean for all the vitamins you take each day? And how can you protect yourself starting now? The answer becomes clear when we bring everything together. Your heart is strong, but it cannot protect itself without you. After a lifetime of carrying you through joy, loss, work, family, and countless ordinary days, your heart deserves more than blind trust in labels or promises printed on a bottle. The truth revealed across these five vitamins and supplements is not that nutrition is dangerous or that every pill is a threat. It's that the aging body responds differently, more sensitively, more vulnerably than it did decades ago. What once seemed harmless can now tip delicate systems out of balance. What once felt natural can now quietly strain a heart that has already given you 60, 70, even 80 years of faithful service. Your heart does not break suddenly, it weakens through moments you overlook, those flashes of dizziness, that sudden pounding feeling, the breath you lose faster than you used to. These are not trivial signs of age. They are your heart asking you to pay attention, to choose wisely, to protect it from supplements that promise vitality, but can, in excess or in the wrong hands, begin damaging your heart and slowly eroding the resilience you've built over a lifetime. You have the power to change that. A conversation with your doctor, a careful look at your supplement cabinet, a willingness to let go of pills you never truly needed. These small steps can add years of strength to your heart. And as you move forward, remember this one truth. Health in your senior years is not about taking more. It is about understanding what your heart truly needs. Because the most important decision you make for your heart might not be a medication at all. It might be the moment you choose to take control. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.